Alright friends, it's Timon. I'm back with a new video and I've had this request several times. Can you do a video on this guy Smaev? Well, I just watched his video with Larry Wheels, which was weird because it was really long. It was like an hour and a half or something. A lot of talking, some, exercising, whatever. The guy's quite impressive, yes. Okay, even on steroids. I know a lot of these people, like in Russia, they didn't have access to certain things, whatever, growing up, so they would do a lot of these calisthenics bodyweight exercises. That's why he's so good at it. Anyway, we're gonna react to his video because this is Greg Doucette's video. Greg Doucette is doing a video on Smaev and Larry Wheels because he went to Moscow to hang out with him. All right. So Greg Doucette says Andrey Smaev is built different. I don't know, built different. Does a lot of different things that he's good at doing.
Your arms look very beautiful. Thank you, man. That's yours. That's yours.
He's saying he's doing partial reps all the time, that he doesn't care about the long length partials. Imagine if he trained based on science. If he were...
Why would he train based on science? He's taking steroids. He could do anything and it wouldn't matter what he does because it's cosmetic. It's cosmetic.
There's a science.
The look is cosmetic, yes.
Based lifter like
Jeff Nippard,
the dropout dentista. Imagine how much more muscle he would actually have. Coach Greg, in today's video, the video that you've all been waiting for, Andrey Smaev trains with Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels spent 2 days traveling just...
He's big. He's got a lot of weight on his body. 330 pounds, bro. It's a lot at his height.
To meet up with this guy, and let me tell you, it was well worth it. This man, he has the most incredible physique on the planet right now. He doesn't compete as a professional bodybuilder, but boy, he could if he wanted to. Not only that,
he's smarter than that other guy that died. I think he was Russian too. I'm not sure. Remember that other guy, that other bodybuilding, powerlifting, whatever, lifting guy? He used to eat a lot of garbage food. The thing with Smaev, though, he doesn't eat that garbage food. That's the difference.
He has the mass. He's 6'1", 330 pounds, 26-inch arms.
You're very...
6-inch arms, but he has access in Russia, man. You can get steroids, bro. Get it? You could go to the Apteka, and they're going to give you fucking steroids everywhere, galore. There's many places where you could get it there anyway. He's close to a lot of places where you can... There's so many places where he could get it there, where he lives. I think he's been to Dubai, too. They have it in Dubai, whatever, Russia. A lot cheaper in Russia for him, though, right? Because he's not rich.
Impressive, even bigger in person, and pumped.
I mean, look at the guy. Look at the size. Look at Larry Wheels. Look at this guy. Holy shit, bro. 330 pounds. What's Larry? Even Larry at his like high, I think he's at his highest weight right now. 270 or 260, I'm not really sure. I mean, look at him. He really outsizes him, man. Holy shit. Even the forearms. Look at the forearms. My God.
I hear nearly 26-inch arms.
Just so you can understand something, my quads are 25.5 inches.
That's massive.
Are you looking to register your business?
25.5. His biceps are 23. Some of you probably have girlfriends with waists smaller than that. Larry Wheels' arms are about 19, and his are huge. 7 inches more than Larry Wheels, and I'm not talking about the downstairs.
One of my favorite videos you've done is the one-arm pull-up for reps.
One-arm chin-ups at any weight is amazing. He did it while weighing 330 pounds. How is that even possible? As strong as a man is, 330 pounds. Most 330-pound men can't do a single chin-up with both arms. He's doing it with one arm, and so his calisthenic strength, it's through the roof. It's mind-blowing. It makes no sense. It reminds me of Turk Platinum. Guys, you knew I had to advertise this. Now, I can't guarantee that using Turk Platinum will impress you as much as...
Yeah, he's good at that. He's really good at calisthenics because that's the first thing I believe he was doing. He mentioned this long time ago in a video.
Andry Smaev, but if it doesn't live up to your expectations, a money-back guarantee and a $20 gift card. Code Greg, 15% off.
You look to be maybe 11-12% body fat and 150 kg body weight, which is insane.
I can tell you his training for causing like micro tears to the muscle is very good, overworking that muscle. Larry Wheels, when I watched the video, and Larry Wheels, like, he just kept looking over at him. But when Larry Wheels tried to do it, he tried to do these hammer curls. He was exhausted. It was hard for him. Smaev, he just kept moving and moving. It's the momentum. You have to keep up the momentum to cause these micro tears to increase the contractile proteins in the muscle. A lot of lifters, they don't train like that. They just train totally for pump. Because in the video, you'll hear Larry Wheels say something about the pump, but Smaev doesn't say anything about pump. See what I mean? Because he's just moving to try to increase contractile proteins in there. That's about it.
Right.
That's the reason why Smaev is so much stronger than a lot of other lifters that you see out there, because they move for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. He moves for myofibrillar hypertrophy. Totally different.
I don't think there's anyone in the world built like you at this body weight.
11 to 12%.
No, there's not a lot of people that are built like him with myofibrillar hypertrophy growth as opposed to sarcoplasmic growth. That's why he could do those one-arm pull-ups, man. They got a lot more contractile proteins. There's more strength in there. There's more power.
Body fat. And remember, this is based on Larry Wheels' laser eyes, which I'm telling you is more accurate than the DEXA scan. Have you all seen the videos about the DEXA scan lately? For 5 years, I've been preaching that it's a DEXA scam, but many of people, they weren't believing Coach Greg. Maturing is realizing that everything Coach Greg has said has been right after all. Eventually, you realize, you look back and you say, wow.
DEXA scans they can't distinguish between sarcoplasmic and myofibrillar growth.
Main gaining makes sense. DEXA scam's a DEXA scam. The science is bullshit. That they can make studies say anything. You're starting to come on board. Welcome to the show.
Always do 20-25 reps. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Now, as impressive as Smaev actually is, imagine if he trained under the guidance of Mike Israetel. You know, he's way smarter than Mike Menser.
Yeah, okay.
You, Greg. And Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, if they trained under the guidance of RP, Renaissance Periodation, imagine how much bigger he would be. I mean, he's saying he's doing partial reps all the time, that he doesn't care about the long length partial.
He's not doing partial reps. What he's doing is he's trying to overwork the muscle fibers so he can cause these micro tears in them. That's all he's doing. He's kind of like in between, actually. I wouldn't call it partial rep. He's in between the concentric and eccentric. Still works as long as you overwork that muscle to cause it to micro damage.
Imagine if he trained based on science, if he was a science-based lifter like
Jeff Nippard,
the dropout dentista. Imagine how much more muscle he would actually have. Training all wrong, all wrong. 26 arms, it'd be 28 if only he trained like Mike Israetel, doing those clown curls where you lay back on the bench and you stretch with the...
Exactly, man. I laugh at these people, man. This guy's a clown over here. Look at him.
10-pound dumbbells. Imagine if only he trained based on science. I mean, clearly...
They just make it so difficult. You don't have to make the exercise difficult. The easier you make the exercise, but the more you overwork that muscle fiber, the more micro tears you will get in that muscle, and they will get bigger and stronger. And once they get more of these contractile proteins, you can be like him, doing one-arm fucking pull-ups on a bar and showing off at 330 pounds, where other people 330 cannot do that with one arm. Get that, dude? Because only contractile proteins can allow you to have such strength like Smaev. Because I've never seen anybody as strong as him, because he's smart, because he's building up contractile proteins. He's not moving for, I want to pump up my muscles and eat fucking carbohydrates all day.
Really, it's just not working. Preacher curls, partial range of motion. Imagine if he was doing full range.
I mean the cream.
Oh, the cream?
Yes.
This is a stronger cream than this.
No, it's light.
But there's one that's more strong than this?
What kind of cream are they talking about? It wouldn't happen to be sweetened blow, would it?
Blow.
No, it cannot be this. Perhaps in Mike Isertel and Jeff Nipaw's wildest dreams.
Yes. Your arms look very beautiful.
Thank you, man. As do yours. As do yours. First time somebody called my arms beautiful.
Remember, he's from Russia. He's not going to have the same.
First time somebody called my arms beautiful.
Remember, he's from Russia. He's not going to have the same depth use of the English language. And so by beautiful, he might have meant swole or jacked or maybe just hot and pretty.
No, he meant beautiful, man.
But who knows?
Did you guys catch where he said he was doing 300 kg bench? That's 661 pounds. 3 times a week?
Imagine if Mike Isertel only had trained him. Perhaps he would have done a deload and done 3 reps in reserved and trained hard once a month. He would have probably been benching 800. I mean, what?
Because he's trying to, he's doing myofibrillar, he's training for myofibrillar growth. He's not training for sarcoplasmic growth, man. That's why he trains the way he does. He's smart. Overwork the fuck out of that muscle to get those micro tears so that you can build up more contractile proteins, giving you more strength, power, speed, and performance. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea.
Would you ever bench 661 pounds 3 times in a given week? But yet, here he is with all that muscle.
Yeah, well, he's fucking taking steroids, so, you know, man, I don't know, right? Like, you know, the average person the average person can't do that because you're not on steroids. You're not going to accomplish these things without steroids, a lot of it, so yeah.
And so Smaev, he doesn't want to let Larry have a turn. He's helping him. He's doing the extra reps. He doesn't want to stop, and so he's getting 300 plus reps per workout. And yet people say he doesn't know how to train. How does he not know how to train when you look like?
I love that. He doesn't know how to train, but yet he's fucking stronger than every fucking person out there. Right? He's stronger than everybody else out there and bigger. He's bigger and stronger than anybody else there. But I know, but he doesn't know how to train. Yeah, okay.
This Exhibit A, 26-inch arms. This is how we should be training.
When you're training like bodybuilder, which style?
Yeah, that's how you should be training if you're trying to build myofibrillar growth, yeah. For a natural person, though, you need more time off. You need more time off compared to him on steroids, because I don't know, man. I can't tell you anything about steroids. I'm not a steroid fiend, okay? They're powerful hormones.
When I first started training,
like I've said before, you can use steroids to build myofibrillar growth if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, and if your training is not geared towards that, then you're not going to build shit. You're going to build these fake sarcoplasmic muscles and just look puffed out. Like, he looks big and dense, but people like, what's his name? Like, I don't know. These so-called bodybuilder guys, like Jay Cutler, you've seen him like at his biggest. They look very sarcoplasmic-y. They just look sarcoplasmic. They don't look dense. They don't have dense muscles because it's not contractile. He looks very dense for his weight because he doesn't. If you were to put them at their prime, these guys, these bodybuilders, and put them up next to him, he's at 330 pounds at their same height. Maybe they would even outsize him somewhat, but he's very dense. I could tell you that because steroids, man, they're very powerful if you know how to use them.
like bench one, but then I get injured often. So now.
But if he goes off those steroids, it's going to be hard for him to maintain a lot of that contractile proteins because he didn't build it up naturally.
I've adopted.
Oh, and he lost his testicles already a long time ago and a bunch of stuff. His body's not, the endocrine system is not producing hormones to even maintain this stuff. And you're going to lose appetite and a bunch of stuff if he goes off these drugs.
using heavy weights, but just making sure I get a good stretch.
And so Smaev asks Larry, hey, what kind of training do you like? Larry says, well, the opposite of this. I used to get injured doing it this way. Now I'm into full range of motion, getting a deep stretch. And so you can see, if you base your lifting on science, you might be lifting totally incorrectly. If Larry were to lift like Smaev, he'd most likely get injured. Smaev, he's not getting injured, and yet he's doing one-arm chin-ups and can lift almost anything. And so...
Yeah, because that's what happens when you build contractile proteins. The more you build, the more it gives you that ability to do that. I guess people don't know anything about lifting, man, in the lifting world. They're crazy.
His methods are clearly working despite the fact he isn't training based on science.
Do you train like this every workout? With the training partner pushing you beyond failure? Every set?
We try, but now I hate it, so my friends can't swing me in every exercise, yes.
And so Smaev says, I train beyond failure every workout. None of this 2 or 3 reps in reserve. Every workout. None of this 2...
Yeah. You should get some like raw meat, some liver, a little bit of beef heart and stuff. Put it in a blender, blend it, put some milk in there. I don't know, a little bit of fruit. 2 pieces of papaya, blend it, take it, drink it before you, 1 piece of papaya is enough. Drink it before you work out. Yeah, go to the gym, work out. After the gym, drink it again. Drink raw animal products, man, yeah. Fucking drink them down, then go eat some more raw meat. Keep building those muscles, bro. Just keep building them. Yeah. See, here's the thing. All these people take these slave food protein shakes with them instead of taking a real fucking non-slave food protein shakes. Like fucking blend some real liver in a fucking blender and maybe some, beef heart and some other organ, something. Put it in there, blend it. Put some milk in there. Take it with you. Drink it before you go and take it with you and drink it after your workout. But no, they gotta drink. They gotta go and make these stupid ass garbage protein shakes. The shit that doesn't do anything. That if anything, it's got all this dextrose shit, whatever, sugar. It prevents your muscles from growing. Actually, it does the opposite. These fake protein powders.
2 or 3 reps in reserve. Does this not clear the air on?
Think about it. These protein powders. What are they made out of? They say protein. They're made out of protein. Are they made out of animal protein? I don't think so. Where does that powder come from? That powder, what substance is it made from? Man, they have you all fooled, man. They've been made from plants because it's all fiber. They break it down into a powder, this fiber, and then they sell it to you. And they say, hey, you got protein powder. They got this protein powder. Well, it ain't made from steaks, is it? They didn't grind down any steaks, did they, into powder and put it in there, did they? Where do you think it comes from exactly? I know. It's whey protein. Oh, okay, yeah. It's all 100% whey protein in there. That is a waste product, though. The way they say it is. I don't know. It's still from animal products. Is it all whey protein? See what I mean? Is it really all whey protein? Or is it maybe 10% or maybe 5%? And the rest is like some plant shit. You don't even know what's in there, bro. They just make up stuff and lie to people.
If you need to train based on science or...
Think about it. If it was a protein powder, because meat doesn't make you fart. You don't release gas, toxins. But when you eat these protein powders, right, from the store, why do you immediately start farting a lot, blowing gas and farting? That just tells you right there, fake. Because no animal protein would ever make you blow toxic farts. Because... bro, there's not fermenting in there. That means those powders are fake. They're fermenting. They're made from plants and shit. Only plants do that.
You can actually experiment and train based on how you know.
As I see, guys like you and find women become more careful.
That's how I discovered how to build these contractile proteins. Not interested in lifting the heaviest weight. The best is to build contractile proteins and then you can lift heavy.
Sport.
Yes.
Now you're not so crazy like before.
Yes.
Yes, this is true. You don't want to risk your entire health in order to be the best at your sport if you realize it could take years off of your life. Now, sure. I'm not certain if Smaev is 100% natural. I'm thinking probably he is.
What? Come on, man.
It's not.
Yeah,
We know
okay.
Larry's open about it. It's not healthy when you're abusing performance-enhancing drugs to be the best at your sport, the strongest, the biggest, whatever. It's not going to add years to your life. Doing cardio, being fit, going to the gym.
Man, do you think he cares? He has nothing going for him in Russia, man. This is probably the best thing he has going for him. He doesn't care. But the thing is this, is he really abusing steroids? You're like, well, he's so big, so he must be using a lot of steroids to be big. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. His training and maybe what he's eating, and he doesn't have to use so much fucking steroids. But a lot of people, they in their head, they think, well, I gotta use a lot of steroids to get that big. So it's not based on eating food then to get big, right? It's just based on injecting more steroids. See what I mean? People have everything so upside down. They don't understand anything about the lifting world. They're so confused.
These are all healthy endeavors. This is what most of you are doing. Most of you are watching my channel, but taking it to the extremes, trying to get to sub 5% body fat or weighing over 300 pounds, bench pressing 660, we know this isn't healthy.
Why isn't it healthy to bench press 660? That doesn't make any sense. What makes it unhealthy?
Crazy. Was that more than 20?
40.
40?
Yeah.
And so Larry's thinking, I traveled 25 hours on flight.
Yeah, I've done high repetition work like that up to 60. In the old days for my arms, I would do high 100 repetition sets.
And I drove 6 hours. I never slept for days to do this 300 times. He can't believe it, but yet he's learning something. This entire trip was well worth it just to see that this man does not train conventional, and he is the most impressive specimen on the planet. And so let that sink in a little. You don't have to keep 3 reps in reserve and train based on science to build an exquisite physique. This is exactly how he trains, partial reps. He's not going through the full range of motion and the deep stretch and all of.
You don't have to. He's still stretching. He's causing micro tears to the muscle. That's the idea. It's the longer you stay there, the more persistent you are in causing these damages. Yeah, it's all relative. Your training is all relative. It's something you got to learn.
This stuff, and it's clearly working. And so are you starting to get it? You train the way you want. As long as you're training harder than last time, you're going to make some gains. Especially, as you know, if you add in Turk Platinum, code Greg, 15% off, money back guarantee.
Well, if you don't know how to train properly, then that Turk Platinum is not going to work for you. If you don't know how to build contractile proteins, I'm sorry, man. But whatever.
$20 gift card.
Look, everybody can do this naturally, providing you eat enough protein. You can be in an anabolic growth state just like somebody on steroids. But you got to use food to be in that anabolic growth state to build these contractile proteins, unlike them. But when they go after steroids, all their so-called gains, like Smaev, his gains are going to go too. Now, it'll take quite longer for his gains to go because they're pretty solid, these contractile proteins. But because he's got no balls, nothing, no testosterone left, no steroids maintaining anything there, and he's gonna have lack of appetite. He'll start to atrophy because he won't maintain it. He won't be in equilibrium. He'll be in atrophy because he won't be eating a lot, be doing a bunch of weird stuff. So it'll go eventually. But you as a natural person, you won't have those problems.
Don't know what to order.
Not have so big legs, but
I mean, is it not crazy to see the size difference as they're each taking turns sitting on the bench doing those curls? Larry is massive. He's a monster. He's an IFBB pro. I've stood next to Larry. He is larger than life, and yet this man makes him look small. It makes no sense.
when you come, we have internet, but later we don't have internet maybe 6 months, for example.
Later, when you say later, when you mean like in the winter?
Some months of summer, autumn, we don't have internet.
And so imagine, Smaev is explaining that they only have the internet 6 months of the year. In the summer and other times of the year, they just don't have it. I don't know if it's the lack of Wi-Fi or the electricity, but it's not like it is in the United States. He also describes females saying, I'm not up with the girls with the big derrieres, the BBLs. They have massive glutes and small legs. What is up with that? The larger up top and back here, he's like, I prefer more natural women. It's closer to the soul. He hasn't been bamboozled by social media where every photo that you swipe is worse than the next.
Mostly people don't sit in YouTube, TikTok, and other stuff, so I don't say that I'm famous, but of course some people know me.
And so Smaev doesn't even realize that he's famous. He's in this country, he doesn't go around, he doesn't make a lot of money, he can't really travel the world, difficult to get passports and so on. And so imagine what he could do if he had the internet and edited team and was able to travel. He would be a multi-millionaire, and so perhaps one day it will happen.
Chris buys some actions of Young LA, mostly pocket. Chris buy yes.
Yeah.
I love that he calls Chris Bumstead Chris By. It's close, and so he's saying, Larry, how come you're not with Young LA? What's up? What's going on?
He offered, but I have some other products I'm going to release soon that are a conflict of interest because
Yes, in USA it's later.
I'm building my own brand.
And so he says, look, Chris Bumstead, he wanted me to be part of his company, wanted to sponsor me and so on, but I have conflicting supplements, and I'm a man who's on my own. And so Larry is like Coach Greg. He has his own supplement line. And so if you're interested, go and purchase stuff from Larry, the pre-workouts, caffeine. I do believe my girlfriend's trying to buy his lever belt. That looked really cool. If you're interested in getting some of Larry Wheel's supplements and or equipment, please.
Again, man, all these videos that Greg makes are all advertising for supplements. They're gonna build you a muscle, broski. Useless supplements that will not do anything but take your money and give you nothing in return but poor health, bad health, because you're putting this artificial slave food peasant shit in your body, destroying it. Okay.
Please click the link in the description and maybe use this
Click the link right away so you could destroy your health faster than the last time. Eating that and go lift weights, man. Yeah.
code. I don't know what the code is.
White or Black Rabbit?
White Rabbit is my company.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's a pre-workout by like...
It's microdose kratom. So it's great for keeping your social battery charged and also for pain relief.
Yes, Black Rabbit, microdose kratom. I love the kratom. And so, guys, kratom, don't get addicted to it, but in smaller amounts or perhaps high amounts, depending if you're Coach Greg, it is something that you may, in fact, want to use instead of drinking alcohol, sniffing creatine, and so on. And so it may not be healthy per se, but it's healthier than other things. And so, hey, go and try Larry Wheel's stuff and use his code if you got it. Larry's bang on this stuff. I haven't used it for a while now. Wow, though. Wow.
I also think there are some regulations against the main ingredient. It's kratom. Russia, some countries don't allow. Oh, yeah.
And so, unfortunately, Russia can't use kratom. Canada, I think you can. I ordered some online. You can order a bunch of stuff online. I don't understand how they have rules and regulations, yet you can just buy it, like, straight up on the internet. And 12, 13 years ago, they came after Coach Greg. But yet, I can buy anything I want from wherever. I don't know how the laws work here up in Canada.
I don't know. It's weird. I know he's right, actually. You can buy whatever you want here. You can order anything and still send it to your address.
When we see how in USA, in some states, people can use drugs legally,
Yes.
for our people, it's crazy.
We're all functional addicts.
Now, if you're interested in getting your blood work done, like these guys, you should get their blood work. Make sure that they're healthy. Algorex, I'm a part owner. You get your blood work done. The doctors will look it over. And if you need prescription medication, pharmaceutical, not stuff brewed up in bro's bathroom and so on, legitimate pharmaceutical medications prescribed by doctors, only the legal ones. If you're interested in that, for example, enclomiphene, testosterone, Ozempic, terzipatide, the list goes on and on. Perhaps you even need some Cialis, maybe a little touch of that Viagra. You can get it from Algorex, and it's very easy, and the prices are about half of Merrick Health. Go and compare them to Merrick Health. Do I look scared? Go to Merrick Health first. Hey, there's the business. Coach Greg is promoting Merrick Health. Look at Merrick Health. Look at Algorex. And then you do what you need to do based on the prices. I know what I would do. Now, if you have Coach Greg money, perhaps you don't care about getting a discount or a deal. But if you're making under $1 million a year, you probably don't want to spend thousands of extra dollars when you don't need to. And so I highly, strongly recommend Algorex Code Greg for 10% off.
If you start taking steroids,
This is like pure advertising. Half the videos is advertising.
maybe while your hormones low, you feel not good, but it's not like after cocaine and other stuff. No.
Did he just say that coming off the sniffing of the creatine,
Yeah, coming off like drugs, it's not the same, right? You're deteriorating. Coming off the drugs wouldn't be the same because you've deteriorated. He says, you coming off these steroids, will you deteriorate? You're going to deteriorate rapidly, man, when you come off steroids. Holy shit, bro. Ha, people have no idea. So it'll be like, surprise. See, when you're going to see, what's his name? If he can't take steroids anymore, like Mike O'Hearn, if something happens and he has to stop doing whatever it is he's doing or something, man, you're going to see an old man, like, he's just going to rapidly deteriorate, like, rapidly, bro, like, fucking big time.
is harder than coming off of a gear. I think that's probably true for most people. I mean, think of it. I think sniffing creatine is more addictive than using testosterone and Anavar. But
Addictive, yes, but he's talking about the deterioration of the two. People on drugs look deteriorated. He's talking about somebody coming off drugs, coming off those drugs, hard drugs.
you do have like the mental addiction to looking like a freak, looking shredded, having that
Yeah, so what happens when you don't look like that no more and you look like a frail old man after it's aged the shit out of you when you go off the steroids?
pump. It's not easy to come off. Remember, I've been off of performance enhancing drugs other than HRT for 5 straight years. I do believe it.
No, he hasn't. He's not off the drugs, man. Greg is on the drugs. Otherwise, he'd look 10 times older than he does now. He already looks like he's 60. You know what I mean? He's in his 40s, and he already looks like he's 60. So, or whatever you call what people call 60 or whatever. He looks like he's like in his mid 60s or whatever. What people call that age. But whatever, it's deterioration. But you get the idea.
It's actually 6. And yet, with the help of Turk Platinum, I've added 1.6 pounds of muscle in the last 5 years. And I'm only on HRT. Now you're going to say, yeah, but you're on steroids. I was on a shit ton of heavy doses of steroids previous to this. Started in my 30s. I abused steroids 10 to 20 times higher doses than I am on right now. But yet I'm bigger now than 5 years ago, and I'm 50, and I'm racing bikes 7 days a week, and I'm lifting weights 2 days a week. How is all of this possible? Start thinking about it, think, and then go to the website and order Turk Platinum and use code Greg to save yourself 15%. I mean, does it not make sense? I've added in my supplements, and I look way more jacked, and I'm 50. Derek, from More Plates, More Dates, perhaps he used his own supplements, and what happened to Derek? He's practically disappeared. At least disappeared in the comment section when I called him out for selling fake Turkplex. Oh, too soon! Where's the lawsuit? Remember Turkplex, guys? You know, that product that I have chain of custody and proof of what it actually is? Can't wait to bring it. Where did Derek go?
Derek has disappeared. That's what happened.
Notice he doesn't respond because he loses. He's taking the L. Please stop talking about me, Coach Greg, because I know what you've been doing.
Next time on Coach Greg.
Did he just say that he took one guy and that he took 2 in the woods? Man, this training is next level.
Big time, man. I'll see you in the next video. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.